Everyone, this is Fidomis Lovek, your financial advisor. For some of you who may not know me, I'm sorry, I have been preparing income tax for nearly 20 years. We have been doing taxes for a small business, individual, and nonprofits. You feel free to ask me any questions you may not hear from this video. What I do want to share with you today is how some decision that was taken by the Congress may affect your refund this tax season. For the very first time, the IRS is holding back the refund for people who receive earned income credit and additional child tax credit. Now, these are money that usually give to credited to family with children who also in the lower income bracket. What the whole initial purpose for this credit to this family was to allow many family to the opportunity to make major purchases such as buying a car or a house that will help them out of poverty. However, unfortunately, as with any other benefits, some people have been taking advantage of this credit to where the IRS is going to the extra mile this year to make sure that people who claim that they are qualified for this money are actually qualified to receive it. Now there are three way to qualify for this money, and you met meet all three tests in order to get it. The first one is if you are claiming earned income credit or additional child tax credit on a child or on your children, these kids must live with you. They have must a biological relationship with you, and you must show that you support them. Now, a lot of time it may be easy where people can pass the relationship test, the support test, and that's in a case where if you are married, separate, or if you have a child with someone but you're not together. Now you may pass relationship and support tests, and that the parents, the primary parent of that child, may very well say you can claim this child for tax purposes, but in that case you are not qualified to receive the earned income credit, because the earned income credit, you have to show that the child live with you, you support them, and they are your you have a personal relationship with them. If you are, for example, a child father, and you pay your you pay the support, whether it's to a mutual agreement or court mandated, but this child is not living with you, you are not qualified to receive that earned income credit. However, over the years, people have been taking advantage of this credit, saying this child live with them for more than half of the year. And that means in a case where there is a custody issue, where this child spend time with both parents, whoever has whoever the child spend most time with, whether it's equally 6 months, if it's 6 months and 1 day, that parent is the one who qualified to receive this earned income credit. For this year, the IRS is mandated that if we were to give that earned income credit to people who qualify for it, you must be you must show prove that these children live with you. How do you show these proof? There are many ways to show proof that these kids live with you. One of them is you can show bank account information, any religious organization where you donate on behalf of your child, medical record, a great way of showing that residency form. And there are a list of many ways A birth certificate may show relationship between you and your child, but it does not show that child live with you. So we need more concrete information, such as school record, medical records, or church related records, anything that show that the address where you stay at is where that child live as well. The relationship test prove itself. Either you are the child mom or you the child dad. If you're not neither of this and you are equally sibling, then you must have the same last name. And in that case where you may have married, you have to have your middle names the same as that child. So there are ways to show this kind of proof. And that does not mean only mom and dad can claim these kids for earned income credit and additional child tax credit purposes. However, if you are going to claim a child for these things, you have to show that mom and dad was not working and they did not have any income, or you make more money than they do, you live in the same household, and you're the primary support for that child. People, please be very careful. The IRS has been investigating this credit for many years to make sure that it doesn't go in the wrong hand. And I'm cautions everyone that you need to pay attention to what you do. I know most people would prefer to go to a tax preparation place where they are very loose about their record keeping, or would rather go somewhere else where they're not asking a lot of questions. But for me, who has been in this business for as long as I have, and who have had personal encounter with member from the IRS office itself, I know what it's take when you receive that letter that say I'm investigating your return. I get these phone calls in the middle of the night, the early part of the day, where people now starting having headache because they receive a letter from the IRS. Please be mindful. If you used to have somebody else other than your spouse and yourself or relevant family member to claim your children, we are asking you to stop. If you go to www.irs.gov, you will see a whole list of individual and offices that prepare income tax that are banned from doing business with the IRS because they have led the public in a wrong way. If you come to me and I was to tell you, oh yeah, let Uncle Joe claim your children, that is wrong. And if you go into people like that to prepare your income tax, I can assure you, if not this year, but very soon, you will have your encounter with member of the Internal Revenue Service, and you have to justify your reasoning for doing a lot of stuff. So this is just a word of cautions for those who know me. You can always come to me for advice. My number is open 24 hours a day. You can find me, you can text me, you can email me, and most of my customer knows my personal number is available to you anytime. So please, if you have any questions about this, particularly this information, let me know. But what I need to tell you is that this year, the IRS is going to hold the money for those people who receive additional child tax credit and earned income credit. What they are doing, they will not make these refunds available until after February 16. Again, the IRS will not make these refunds available until after February 16. And they are cautioning us still not to make any major purchases until you see this refund in your account, because a lot of these refunds will not be released into your bank account if you do direct deposit or mail out to you until after February 27. People, please, for those of you who has been doing a lot of shopping throughout Christmas and hoping that this is going to be the money you're going to use to pay a lot of these debts or take care of all this financial issue that you've been behind on, I'm cautioning you, please find another way until February